I think the worst thing about Diablo Immortal is that they spend so much time on it. I mean, they even said that they have the same amount of people, the same size of team working on Diablo Immortal that they have working on Diablo 4. Now, doesn't that make you worry just a little bit about what Diablo 4 is going to bring? Is it going to be just as bad as this? I know Diablo Immortal is supposed to be a mobile experience, and Blizzard's probably looking at all these mobile games like from Tencent and whatnot, where they just charge you for just for opening the game. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, here's an option to buy something. Here you can buy this. Oh, we're not going to give you good rewards, but if you pay money, we're going to give you good rewards kind of vibe. You know, like you pay money to advance months ahead of like a free-to-play player's gameplay, which is crazy, especially for a game that contains PvP and leaderboards and pushing. How can you have leaderboards? They're not fair. It's like whale boards. And not to mention PvP. I mean, I've tried PvP, and both times there was one instance where there was a whale on my team, and he destroyed the enemy team. Like, he just constantly on the right side of the screen, him getting a kill, 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 kill. He had probably like 18, 20 kills by the time we were done. And then the next time I did a PvP battleground, it was the other dude on the other team who was just destroying everybody else. And of course, you can notice them because they always have the shiny blue gear, or like, the gear that doesn't look like you can just get it so easily. Because, I mean, I've got some decent stuff as a free-to-play player, but I do not look cool. I look terrible. And the game constantly reminds me of that. It reminds me that I look terrible and that I could be getting better stuff if I bring out my credit card. Now, this is all terrible and everything. Like, it's disgusting the way the game is monetized for how much money they want to get out of you, and just the addiction, the gambling, everything that they've thrown into here is a way to kind of suggest that you need to spend your money. Like, I by no means say that this game doesn't deserve any money. I would rather have paid a once-off amount for this game and just play it freely without all this other nonsense going on. But because it's a company that wants to make money, and they want to make money very abusively, this is I guess what we're getting. The most unfortunate part of it, the biggest pity, is that Diablo Immortal is actually a fun game. The team that made the game and the gameplay and everything, it feels great. I play it on my tablet, and it feels really cool. I feel like I'm playing a Diablo. It makes me kind of feel like I'm playing Diablo 3 again in a way, because it feels very similar to Diablo 3. And I played Diablo 3 on PC and Nintendo Switch, so it definitely reminds me of that vibe. Obviously, the characters are all the same. The classes, I mean, the attacks and the abilities are very, very similar to what was in, the normal Diablo 3 kind of game. So it feels like a mobile port of Diablo 3 in a sense, with different stories, but some of the enemies and the bosses are like the same from Diablo 3. So it's a bit weird because a lot of it is borrowed from Diablo 3, but changed to kind of fit some random story, which I don't think a lot of people pay attention to the story in Diablo Immortal because it's kind of very rushed and changes so quickly. You don't really get to, like, be with a character long before they're gone or they die or they're not part of the story anymore. So it feels a bit like, oh, okay, so it's like a bunch of short stories that take around 30 minutes each, and then you're presented with whole new characters that you never see before, and you don't see the old ones again. So it's a little much, like, to keep up with what's happening with the story. Not that I really pay attention to Diablo stories, because I'm here to kill demons, dude. That's honestly what I'm here to do, is, like, kill some time, kill some demons, and just do some random bounties and the codex things. I really like how the codex works in this. There's also like that auto pathing system, which is very mobile of this game. It's showing you footsteps of every way you need to go. You can't really get lost in this game because all you have to do is click the objective you want to do, and boom, it's going to take you right there. It's going to teleport you. It's going to walk you there. You just have to follow the codex and pick out missions and things you want to do, and you can progress in this game seamlessly in a very easy way without going, oh wow, I have to think about this. How, like, what do I have to do here? The game's kind of like solved all of these problems for you. So overall, I actually enjoy the gameplay from Diablo Immortal. It feels cool. There's like things to do. There's PvP. There's the Heliquary, like the 8-man person raids, and there's the 8-man clans and stuff, which is a whole different ball game there. But you got the Elder Rifts, the Rifts kind of style that you get from Diablo 3. You have like the normal rifts. You have the challenge rifts for pushing different levels. You have bounties that you can do, which actually take quite a bit of time, but which is your only other major way of getting experience, other than actually just pushing your battle pass levels to gain experience that way. I still find myself logging in every day just to do like the bare minimum of, like, killing some monsters, doing my Elder Rift to get a free rare crest, which is a joke, by the way, because they just want you to buy legendary crest, because if you don't buy anything, the only ever color of item that you're ever going to see is blue, white, and maybe if you're lucky, a yellow. Like, that's that's a typical experience for me. The only other legendaries I get are actually from the quests that the game gives you. So yeah, finding legendaries in this game is not an easy thing. And then you watch people who spend money and they get like 20 legendaries in 5 minutes, not even. So sometimes even less than 5 minutes. They can do an Elder Rift and boom, they got like 8, 10 legendaries just sitting there on the floor for them to pick up. That would take me how long for us to get? I think I've only ever had one, and I think that was part of a story. Anyway, I think the game's really fun. I just hate the way it's done. Like, it's a typical Blizzard thing from the days of late, where they kind of just ruin every single game that they touch. It's unfortunate. I had to stop playing World of Warcraft because of this. I don't touch any of the Call of Duties. In fact, I don't really touch any of their games that have their logo on it, or that they've worked on, because I already know that it's going to be a cash grab. It's going to be bullshit. It's not going to be focused on the player's enjoyment. It's going to be very abusive in that fact. And Diablo Immortal is definitely one of those titles. I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel this exact same way, that this is a very abusive structure, and we really deserve better. We really deserve better. I would have paid a set amount to get this game rather than having all this crap shoved in my face. Honestly, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching this video.